load.
2年ぶりですね、桐生さん。
ああ。
こうして桐生さんと酒飲めるのも久しぶりだ。ゆっくりしていってください。
いや、そうもいかないんだ。
さっきの長谷部とかいう男の言っていたことですか？
ああ。柏木さんのことが気になる。すぐにでもミレニアムタワーに行きたいんだが。
じゃあ本当にホスト同士の喧嘩なんですね。
ええ、ご迷惑をおかけして申し訳ありません。
オーナーが警察の連中追い払うまで我慢してください。
All good? It should be, yes. They seemed to believe me when I told them it was just some of our younger hostess getting a bit too heated. Good. Even so, you should stay vigilant. The police are still out front. They'll surely want to question you if you walk out now. Guess I'm stuck here for now then. I doubt they'll stick around much longer. Actually, can you go check on them for us, Yuya? You got it. There's something I need to talk to you about, Kiryu-san. What's that? It concerns Kamurocho. Oh. Sorry. Oh. The city has changed in the 2 years since you've left, Kiryu-san. Or perhaps it would be better to say the Tojo clan has changed. More specifically, their power structure. What do you mean? It has to do with the Nishikiyama family. They've always been forceful, to say the least. Even with their old bosses, Nishikiyama-san and Shindo in charge. But ever since this new guy has taken the reins, their bloodlust has been uncontrollable. They're trying to seize every last shop in Kamurocho, even those under Tojo control. I can't imagine Kashiwagi-san would take that sitting down. True enough. But as the captain of the Tojo clan, he makes it a point to avoid internal conflicts whenever possible. Excuse me. Most shops have been able to resist the Nishikiyama advances, given their long history with the Kazuma family, but something's changed. Yes. At first it was just vague threats and attempts at coercion, but it seems that recently the Nishikiyama family's come into a massive sum of money. So they're bribing all the holdouts. Exactly. Their stake in Kamurocho has expanded nearly tenfold over the past year. And they don't care that their newfound territory is coming from another Tojo family. So much for honor. Of course, the Kazuma family won't stand by and let their stores be snatched away. Tensions have been extremely high. Nobody's sure what may be the spark that sets off a full-fledged yakuza war, but most people seem to believe it's coming one way or another. More likely than not. That's why the Nishikiyama family wants our club, to use as their base of operations during the war. Makes sense. It's not far from the Kazuma office over in the Millennium Tower, and it's one of the biggest shops in town.
もしもし。
Hello.
俺だ、柏木だ。
柏木さん。
至急お前に会って話しておきたいことがある。
俺なら今カムロ町にいます。
本当か？
ええ。俺も柏木さんに 話したいことがありましたから。
今どこにいる？
スターダストです。
スターダストだと。何か警察が集まっているみたいだが、何かあったのか？
ええ、錦山組の連中と店の中で揉めました。でも問題ありません。それよりも柏木さんは大丈夫ですか？
何がだ？
いや、錦山組の長谷部という男が柏木さんの身が危ないと。
そうか。すぐにでも会って話をしておいた方が良さそうだな。桐生、今から会えるか？
ええ。風間組の事務所に行けばいいんですか？
ああ、頼んだぞ。
はい。
あまり言いたくはないが、お前の命狙っている連中はたくさんいるはずだ。あまり派手に動かないようミレニアムタワーまで来てくれ。いいな？
ええ、それじゃ。そろそろ出る。
ええ、柏木さんのところへ行くんですね。
ああ。
どうだった、外の様子は？
ええ、警察の連中、店の前からはいなくなったんですが、ミレニアムタワー方面に張ってますね。
まずいな。
うまく警察をかわせるルートがあればいいんだが。
それならちょっと面倒なんですが、一旦中道通りに出て、そのまま道を横切ってピンク通りの方から回り込むように言ってください。そのルートなら警察に会わずにミレニアムタワーに行けます。
わかった。
桐生さん、警察以外にも数日前から変な連中が街をうろついています。気をつけて行ってください。
どんな奴らだ？
黒いスーツにサングラスをした数人の集団です。外国人クラブのやつの話だと、堂島大吾さんの行方を追いかけてるって噂です。
なんだと？
目的は分かりませんが、大吾さんが撃たれたことに関係している連中かもしれません。どこかの組がいろんな手使って大吾さんの居場所を知ろうとしてるんでしょう。
大吾の安否を確かめるためか？
こんなこと言いたくありませんが、もし大吾さんが亡くなっているとしたら、跡目を狙っている組織にとってこれ以上嬉しいニュースはありませんからね。どちらにせよ桐生さんの味方じゃないことだけは確かです。お気をつけて。
ああ、わかった。
Right.
いらっしゃいませ。
Right.
ありがとうご
upgrade. I think I got it actually. Oh, I forgot about the alley. Or the little, like, area behind these buildings.
誰だお前ら。どうして俺をつける？日本語がわからねえのか。どちらにしてもただじゃ口を割らなそうだな。ここで殺されるわけにはいかない。悪いが痛い目に遭ってもらうぜ。
Let's go.
う
Cut press. Alright.
大悟の居場所を嗅ぎ回っているのはお前らか。お前ら一体誰に雇われた？
Who were they? No time to think about that now. Gotta get to the Millennium Tower. Let's see. Moves. Catches enemies off guard. Holding your weapon is enough to strike fear in your foes. Exchange strike executed after finishing. Alright. Ah, nice. A foreigner in a black suit. He must be with those guys I just fought off. Hey, you there. We need to talk. Get back here. Damn it. I need to know what those guys are up to. Okay, square to tackle. Right. 2. Okay, jump over obstacles. Hey, are you with those guys from before?
Oh!
Wait, don't touch my beautiful face. Go to the meh parts of me. Maybe my forearms? I've always thought they were too skinny.
Yeah!
Wait a sec. Kiryu-san? You're that guy I met in Okinawa. Mac, right? What are you doing up in Kamurocho? Didn't I tell you I was going to travel the world in search of the perfect shot? Well, it just so happens this grimy old town was the first spot on my global getaway. Gotta keep it local before I let the Mac attack loose on the unsuspecting people of the world, you know? Forget I asked. Why did you run from me?
Oh!
Well, think about it. I just strolled up to see the most amazing flash of fist break out in some random little alleyway. One lone man versus an entire thug army. My eyes were splurged. Stupid. Super glued to that shit, man. So I kept watching, thinking maybe I'd finally snag the perfect shot I've been looking for all these years. But the scuffle was over before my shutter even clicked. Then out of the blue, the guy who kicked those American asses to Kingdom Come starts coming my way. I was quaking in my goddamn boots. So I ran. Never would have guessed that Macho Man was you, Kiryu-san. You, take photos of random street fights? Whatever. It's safe to say you're not working with those guys.
Oh!
Me? Of course not, Kiryu-san. I know I've got the scary suit and all, but I wouldn't hurt a fly, or anything else for that matter. By the way, you got some legs on you, Kiryu-san. They used to call me the scampering chicken on my high school track team. But man, you're on a whole nother level. You know what? I think it's fate that we crossed paths here today, actually. I'm sure of it. Nothing but the sweet string of destiny could bring us back together. Which reminds me, I got a special place I want to show you. You interested? Interested? As long as it's nothing weird. Oh, you don't have to worry about that. Let's go. Actually, let's not. It's email time. Well, let's just forget I ever invited you. Buddy of mine, in town, just asked me to hang me out for a drink. And I'm not the kind of guy to say no to a drink. Sorry, got a jet. Wait, you have friends? Heck yeah, I do. This one's a special friend, over in that special place I was telling you about. And hey, I've got pals in like 13 different time zones. Anyway, Kira-san, I'll roll out the red carpet for you sometime, yeah? Catch you later. Well, he's an interesting guy. I'm sure I'll run into him again sooner or later. At least he's out of my hair, though. Now to get to the Millennium Tower and meet with Kashiwagi-san. Let's see. Sorry for getting you all tied up earlier, Kira-san, but man, you don't waste any time getting what you want. By the way, my girlfriend's been hammering more and more Japanese into my brain hole, so I think I'm getting pretty good. Mind if I keep practicing with you? And before I forget, I got news for you. There are rumors floating around town, like a pungent fart. Some sauced-up thugs have been pretending to pole dance outside of Club Asia. You know, the bikini bar? I hear you gotta go inside and watch the show first, but then you can walk out and watch another. Okay. Oh, another email. Kamiya works Kamurocho. Renta Kamiya. What's up, Kiryu? It's Kamiya. We met in Okinawa. Just wanted to let you know my brother has a shop in Kamurocho. It's called Kamiya Works Kamurocho. Tell him I said hi if you ever stop by his shop. Later. Okay. Taichi's calling. Hope everything's okay. Hello, Uncle Kaz. Hey, Taichi. Everything alright down there? Oh yeah, everything's fine. So what's with the phone call then? Oh, come on. Can't I just give you a call now and then? It doesn't always have to be for emergencies. Fair enough. Are you eating okay? Jeez, you worry too much about us, Uncle Cass. Of course I am. Alright, then. So what's the matter? Well, I was wondering how long it's gonna be till you come home. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe a few days. Oh, in that case, can you pick something up for me before you leave Kamurocho? That depends on what you want. Well, could you get me the newest issue of 5? 5? You mean Shonen 5? Yep, that's the one. I'm surprised you knew what it was, Uncle Cass. Usually you're pretty clueless about stuff like that. Hey, Shonen 5's pretty mainstream. Anyway, I want you to get me the latest issue. The one out this week? Yeah. They're announcing the winners of the Shonen 5 awards in this issue. I'm super pumped. Hold on. Don't they sell that magazine in Okinawa too? Why don't you buy it yourself? This is kind of stuff I give you allowance for, Taichi. I can't. Taichi? I'm serious. It's out in Tokyo, but it's not out in Okinawa. Not yet. What do you mean? Wait, don't you know? They always release stuff later here than on the mainland. Right. Anyway, I just gotta know what happens next. I'll even pay you back when you get here. Please, just get me one. Huh. Looks like I already have a copy. I'll have to give it to him when I get back. Right. Right. Hey, you know whose turf this is? Must not, because otherwise you'd be paying your respects to us yakuza. Guess we got no choice. We'll beat some manners into you. He's got the double finishers. Nice. Damn, you're too strong. I'll let you off the hook this time. Count yourself lucky. Oh, we're right next to the ramen shop. You can't be serious. You trying to make a mockery of Kyushu #1 star quality flavor? But check out how awesome this tastes, and how good it smells. As far as instant ramen goes, it's the best it can possibly get. That's right, instant being the key word there. If it were served in my shop, the customer would be asking for refunds left and right. Oh, well, damn, I don't know, then I've got nothing else to say. This, whatever you're concocted, is not even close to being worthy of the Kyushu #1 star brand. Aw. Sorry you had to hear all that, sir. Must have been some sort of door-to-door salesman. Anyway, please let me know whenever you're ready. Welcome, welcome. What can I get you today? Hey, what happened to the other guy here? Oh, that would be my son. I sent him off to Kyushu to learn how to make ramen the old-fashioned way. I'm going to mind the place while he's gone. So that's where he went. Kyushu #1 star is famous for its authentic tonkatsu soup. That's why we're called Kyushu #1 star. You haven't eaten ramen until you've tried this rich and flavorful Kyushu favorite. Okay. Lucille? Okay, good. Thanks, please come again. Alright. Looks like you got that old ramen shop owner pretty riled up back there. Is everything okay? Yeah, everything's fine. It wasn't like we were fighting or anything. Weren't you arguing over the flavor for something? Or, that we were. Are you trying to get him to share the business with you? Is that what it is? What is up with this guy? And why is he staring at me like that? Hey, if there's something you want to say, then just spit it out.
Yep.
Oh, well, it's just, you look like a guy who loves his ramen. Well, I suppose I do enjoy a good bowl of ramen sometimes. Then I have to ask you a favor. Such as, I need you to slurp down this cup of instant ramen for me. If you do, please. You want me to do what now?
Huh?
Oh, jeez. I didn't even introduce myself. The name's Leda. I work in product development for Ace Cook. Ever heard of it? Ace Cook. You mean the instant noodle company?
Huh.
That's right. As you may know, we specialize in making only the best instant ramen on the market. One day I fell in love with the delicious tonkatsu ramen at this here shop, so I started commuting here from Osaka to try and replicate it, or at least an instant version of it. I see. That's quite the undertaking. Ain't that the truth? I mean, this is the 7th time I had to alter the flavor, yet the owner still won't approve it. 7 times and still no luck. Maybe you're in the wrong business. Hey, you don't have to kick me when I'm down. Anyway, would you mind giving it a taste and telling me what you think? Okay. I guess I could give it a try. Yeah, it's not quite the real thing. Well, what do you think? I'm pretty confident about this batch myself. Well, when I tried it, there was something off about the broth. It lacked the rich, distinctive flavor that the ramen at the shop has. That's what the owner said too, which means this broth still ain't good enough to wear the Kyushu #1 star logo after all. But what else can I do? I tried everything already. And the owner says I have to think about the flavor on my own too. It's like I'm at the end of my rope here. Yeah, okay. Are you sure you've tried everything? You are trying to recreate Kyushu #1 star ramen down to the last detail, right? You bet your sweet bippy I am. Well, that's not what you should be doing. Instead, you should be aiming for an instant version of their ramen. How? Is that not what I'm already doing? Well, I'm no ramen expert, but I imagine that restaurant-made ramen and instant noodles have very different methods of preparation, not to mention ingredients. I'll bet the owner knows that already, and that's why he won't give you a recipe.
Huh?
Come again? If he tells you the recipe, you'll be so influenced by it that you won't be able to condense it into its proper form. I think the owner wants you to create your own original instant ramen that replicates the Kyushu #1 star taste, rather than copying it down to the last ingredient. Otherwise, it would have turned you down flat instead of bothering to let you try. What was it, 7 times? Now that I think of it, the owner never once told me not to make it into instant ramen. He just kept telling me to try over and over again. Alright, then. I won't give up. My love for the irresistible Kyushu #1 star flavors been redoubled, and I'll stop at nothing to meet the owner's expectations. But where do I go from here? Well, you're gonna have to find a way to make a cup of instant noodles taste authentic, and that's no easy task. Right, it's gotta have that kind of flavor that kicks you in the teeth and makes you come back begging for more. Shocks you the first sip and has you addicted by the second. Woo. Now what I need to do first is figure out the magic ingredient. By the way, you give some real good advice, you know? I'll let this stew in my head for a while and see what I can whip up. Sorry about that, sir. You don't have to put up with any of this nonsense if you don't want to. Were you watching this whole time? Shoot. When people talk loudly enough out in front of my shop, I hear it whether I like it or not. Then I guess we'll both see whether that Ueda kid can pull it off or not. Right. At first I was offended at the idea of my ramen going instant, but something about his motivation really stuck with me. The kid's got spunk, I'll tell you that. So that's why you won't compromise until he gets it right. I know he can make a soup that'll satisfy the masses. I believe it's all a matter of time. And since it's like fate at work here, could I bother you to help him out if you run into him again? Consider it a favor for an old man. Here it is. Hey there, tough guy. What do you say to a bikini bar, only 3,000 yens, to satisfy all your wildest fantasy? Alright. Right this way, sir. Show you to your seat. So far from the stage. Here's the thing. Okay, key number 11. Can we go back here? Okay, is there anything? Ah, nah. Alright. Guess not. You know, maybe we have to buy it.
いらっしゃいませ。
Alright. Alright.
ありがとうございました。
What's his problem? Is he staring at me? Looks like he's headed outside. Okay, I had to head over to... do you need something? Oh, no. I was just reading this article. The Millennium Tower bombing. That magazine must be 3 years old. Looks like I'm in it. Yeah, that's me, alright. What of it? No, well, it's not you. I'm looking for this man. The one behind you in this picture? He's my father, and he's been gone for 14 years. He used to run a money lending company in Camarocho, but 14 years ago, he shut it all down and went into hiding. I've been looking for him ever since. So that's your dad? Yeah. I couldn't believe it when I first saw this article a couple years back. It's him, alright. I thought he might be somewhere in Camarocho, so I came here, but so far, nobody's recognized him. Then I saw you at this convenience store, and the man in the picture was with my father. The guy in the photo does look kind of familiar. Is something wrong? Just thinking. You could try asking the person who took the photo. Oh, you might be right, but how would I reach them? Just call the magazine's editorial desk. They should know. Oh, right, of course. Ah, crap, the battery's dead. Fine, I can make the call. Pass the magazine. Editorial desk, how can I help you? Yeah, I had a question about one of your old articles. I see. Go ahead. About 3 years back, you printed an article on the Millennium Tower bombing in Camarocho. Who wrote that piece? 3 years back. Oh, the Millennium Tower story. And you wanted the author, huh? Well, you're talking to him. I'm trying to find the man in this article's picture. Gosh, let's see. Pretty sure that's a big-time yakuza. They call him the Dragon of Dojima, I think. No, don't worry about that guy. I need the one behind him. Kind of homeless looking. That I don't know. We don't exactly keep track of all the random people in our pictures. Besides, that was 3 whole years ago. And there's no way to find out? You could ask the photographer, I guess. You might know something. One of your staff? Actually, that specific photo we got from a contract photographer, freelancer type. You'll probably have better luck asking him yourself. How can I get in touch with him, then? His name's Yanai, and at this time of day, let's see. He'd be out drinking in the Champion District, a place called Shellac. Alright, thanks for your help. The guy you want is at Shellac, a bar in the Champion District. The photographer, you mean? Name's Yanai, and he's at Shellac. After all these years, I finally got a lead. Thank you so much. Now, I'm a step closer to finding that bastard. That bastard? What? Your dad? He's finally gonna get what's coming to him. Hey, what are you talking about?
ありがとうございました。
Doesn't matter. Thanks again for everything. See you around. He'll get what's coming to him? Maybe I should check out Shellac myself. Don't you know that this turf belongs to our anarchy? The hell? You think I'm a chump just because I'm new? Ugh, shit, if only our Anarchy was here. Here, take this. Eh. Right. Get on there. Enter. Yes.
よく来たな、桐生。
柏木さん。
あまり時間がない。お前とはいろいろと話しておかなければならないことがある。
はい。
今日の幹部会のことだ。
どういうことや。四代目呼び戻すやと。
そうだ。今6代目が現場を離れたら登場界の基盤が揺るぎかねん。ここは最悪の事態も想定し、他の組織も承服する人間に登場界を任せるのが先決だ。
なんやと。
私は賛成です。
峰おのれ。
神田の兄貴、ここは桐生4代目に出張ってもらうのが最善の策です。
なんやと。
頭、俺は6代目と直接杯を交わした間柄です。本来なら何があっても大悟さんに戻ってきてもらいたい。ですが近江連合やその他の組織のこともあります。ここは早急に他の組織が納得できる代行を立て、大悟さんの帰りを待つしかないと思います。
うん。
今さら何言うとんじゃ。国道が頭取られて落ち着いとる場合か。株ばっかりやって頭おかしなとんちゃうか。おお峰。
俺も神田と同じ意見です。極道だったらまずやることは後目のことよりも返しが先でしょう。
浜崎。
頭、俺が仕入れた情報じゃ会長跳ねたのは風間のおじきによく似た男と聞きましたが。
浜崎お前それほんまか。どういうこっちゃ。
6代目の側近の話だと、大悟が会長室で撃たれた時、部屋にいたのは風間の親父によく似た男だったらしいが。
まあ一度死んだはずのおじきが生き返るわけもありません。別の人間だとは思いますが。頭、なんかご存知なんじゃないですか。
いや、 俺も全く見当がつかない。
どちらにしても今登場会がすべきことは会長を撃った男を捕まえて誰が戦争を仕掛けたのかを探ることでしょう。四代目桐生さんを戻すのはそれからでも良いのでは。
いや、それは違う。
あ？
今は早急に登場界の足場を固めることが先決です。直径99団体桐生さんを代行に立てて一枚岩になっていかないと組織は崩壊してしまう。
桐生ってなんやねんお前。そんなに桐生に跡目渡したいっちゅうんやったらいっそのこと俺が桐生の首取ったるわ。
神田お前。
頭、この際やから言うときますわ。うちら三代目錦山組桐生の下に入んのはお断りや。初代も先代も桐生にやられたいうことうちら錦山組は忘れてへん。
だがそん時お前は強姦罪で無所の中だっただろうが。
しゃがじゃボケが。とにかく桐生の首取る理由錦山組にはあるんじゃ。こうなったら桐生ぶっ殺してわしが登場界の跡目になったる。桐生は登場界の敵じゃ。わしの手で桐生の首取ったら。
それは聞き捨てならない話だな。
ああ、
桐生さんとやり合うのは構わない。だが錦山組に登場界の跡目渡すわけにはいかねえってことだねえ頭。
何を言っているんだ。今跡目の話なんかしている場合か。
でも頭は桐生さんを呼ぼうとしている。俺も神田と同じでそれには反対なんですよ。
浜崎。
このまま桐生さんが代行に座ればそのまま7代目に復帰ということもある。お前もそれは嫌だろう峰。もう一人の幹部の意見も聞きたいね。真島の兄さんよ。あんたも本部の若頭補佐だ。何か喋ってくださいよ。
アホくさ。
ああ、
俺は別にどうでもええ。あんたらで好きにやってくれや。
どういうことや。
風間のおっさんの亡霊探すもよし、桐生ちゃんとドンパチするのもよし、好きにせえ。そうや、一言言うとくわ。喧嘩すんのは結構やが、もしうちの島に入ってきたらそん時は怪我するだけじゃ済まへんで。
真島。
ほな。桐生ちゃん、えらいことになったで。
そんなことが。
すでにお前がカムロ町に戻ってきたことを知っている組もあるだろう。特に神田の動きには気をつけろ。
はい。
おそらくそれぞれの組がそれぞれの行動に出る。俺は神田の動きを抑え、一刻も早く大悟を撃った男というのを突き止めるつもりだ。
その件ですが、実は
これは
Last night, the man in this sketch shot the patriarch of the Ryodo family down in Okinawa, a guy by the name Nakahara.
Nani?
And you're sure this is what the attacker looked like? I didn't believe it myself at first, but the girl who watched it all go down drew this afterwards. Which means the sixth chairman and this Nakahara were assaulted by the same man. The pieces are all falling into place. What do you mean? More likely than not, Daigo's involvement in the Okinawa deal is what led to his being attacked. You mean the resort? Yes. As you're well aware, the Tojo aided the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure, and Transportation in acquiring the land necessary to build Minister Suzuki's proposed resort. Right. But Daigo told me you guys backed out, that the government was trying to negotiate with the locals instead. They were, but it seems someone else has started scooping up the land. There must be another party involved in all this. Speaking of, the man in the sketch didn't just shoot Nakahara, he also stole the deed to his land. What? I bet the man showed up asking for the deed, then put a bullet in Nakahara when he refused to hand it over. Then it's safe to assume the assault on the sixth chairman was for the same reason, specifically for the land your orphanage rests on, Kiryu. So Daigo knows who these people are. In all likelihood, yes. The truth of it is, that resort deal could have brought massive cash flow into the Tojo clan. Minister Suzuki was eager to remind us of that fact at any possible moment. But Daigo was firm in his resolve. He refused. Why? I think you know. It was because of your orphanage, Kiryu. Once he learned you would be evicted and your kids would lose their home, he washed his hands of the whole thing. So he put himself in harm's way to keep us safe. Where is he now? Somewhere safe. I checked him into a hospital. Which one? I think it's best you don't know. I can't have you going there and risk someone following you. You'll just have to trust me for the time being. I can do that. How's he doing, though? Bouncing on a knife's edge at the moment. The next week or so will determine which way he falls. Right.
だが、もしこの絵の男が犯人だとして、どうやって沖縄と東京の移動を？
中原が撃たれたのは昨日の4時過ぎ。大悟が撃たれた時間が6時半ごろ。差し引いて2時間半。
沖縄東京間は飛行機でもそれくらい時間がかかる。どうやったって空港から東上海に来る時間はないんだが。
これは
停電か？変だな。カムロ町の明かりはついてるみたいだ。
柏木さん、柏木さん。
桐生、この男とつながってるやつを探し出せ。
つながってる。
多分そいつは沖縄のリゾート開発の裏で利権を狙ってる。そいつは東上界に。
東上界内部の人間ですか？
そいつを探し出せ。いいな。
はい。
So, come on. Sorry. Okay, give me a second. Okay, good. Yes. Okay, good.
柏木さん、柏木さん。
Okay.